podcast where we watch all movies based on video games, directed by the one, the only. I am your host Ben with
the Gamers Order.
And on today's episode we are doing In the Name of the King 2, Two Worlds. Jordan?
So I went into it a little bit in the last one, but Dungeon Siege 2, fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's so good, Ben. It's so good. Like, now that I've played 2, going to 3 felt bad.
Really?
Like, 3 is so inferior in every way.
Well, because you had brought up when you worked at the game store.
Yeah, I'd only ever played 3.
Yeah.
So, like, I had no...
So, the customer was right.
The customer was so right. Oh, my God. I take back everything I've ever said negatively about that guy. God. I think his name is Sam. Sam, if you're somehow listening, you were right, man. Dungeon Siege 3 is so incredibly a downstep.
I just
like
imagine...
It's not bad. It's just so much worse than 2. Like 3's like I'd give it like a 6 at least.
Okay.
But 2 is like, dude, like I don't understand how Diablo just hasn't straight up stolen everything from Dungeon Siege 2. Like,
damn.
I couldn't believe it. Like,
Diablo is its own worst enemy, though.
That's true.
Yeah.
God damn, dude. If you haven't played Dungeon Siege 2, I think you could get it probably for like $6 right now on like GOG. Just grab it. It's so fucking good. The story, it's oh my God. Yeah, it's so good. And like I usually have a problem with dungeon crawlers where like you get so overpowered so fast, or
vice versa. Yeah.
Yeah, or you're just like banging your head against the same wall until something breaks. Like Dark Alliance 2 had that. Like at the beginning you're way too overpowered, and then halfway through you're just like everything kills you in like 2 shots, and you're like, well, what do I do? Because there's no grinding that can happen. And I love Dark Alliance 2. But this had like the smoothest progression. By like the end of it, I felt like a god, but the bosses were also gods.
Okay.
So like it's like I've never felt like I had to dodge as much as I did in this game. Like, you really got to think shit out, but it rewards you as soon as you start thinking. Like, there's so many mechanics where like you'll like die to a boss, and then you'll like come back, and then you're like, okay, well, what if I came at it this way? And the game kind of goes like, hey, you're getting it, but that's not quite it. Like, there's so many like little like, hey, like you're on the right track, but we do have to punish you because it's not quite this yet. And you're just like, fuck. Okay, but I'm closer. Yeah. Like, oh my God, it's so... I've never had that in a dungeon crawler where I have to like outthink the game. Like, it's... Oh.
Yeah, because I would even say, like, I've never played Diablo 1 or 2, but from what I've heard, those are bang your head against the wall.
1 especially.
1, okay.
Yeah, 2's pretty good.
3 and 4, I mean, you could just grind until you are a god to walk through the entire game. So
yeah,
I did not play this game. I'm going off of Jordan's ratings. I will play this game because I did love Dungeon Siege 1.
Yeah,
and then during my time off, I did play more of Dungeon Siege 1, and regret that I hadn't played it earlier in life.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Then also very glad because I probably would just be an incel in my mom's basement.
Yeah.
Still playing Dungeon Siege 1 at the age of 35.
You would be playing 2. For
2,
real.
okay, yeah.
Like, to give you an example, there's like, I don't know, I think it's like the second or third boss. you start fighting the boss, and then there's like a staircase and a drop off from the staircase. If you use the drop off, you take damage, right? So, but you're like, well, that staircase is there for a reason, but the boss is like kind of big, and you can't really get him up the stairs, because I was like, oh, maybe I gotta like push him off or something. No, that's not the answer. The answer is you take the staircase, and then you bait him like below you, and then you walk back down the staircase, and he climbs up. Like, he climbs up the drop off, and then you go back up and you push him down. Oh. Like, it's like, in a dungeon crawler? Like, what am I doing? Or you can just fight him. But, like, that was so cool. I was like, why is this here? And then I finally figured it out, and I was like, this is the greatest game of all time. What the fuck is this?
I am going to play it, and then I'll come back and give my ratings like I did for Resident Evil 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You got any more about the game? Just play it.
Yeah.
If you're not a dungeon crawler fan, just give this one a shot.
Yes. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. Seriously. Like, I know the development team, like, I think they went under after they made it, and that's why 3 is a different team.
Okay.
Man, they really poured everything they had into it, though. Like, maybe they just got burnt out and just didn't want to make games anymore.
Maybe.
Like, man,
I would imagine
so good.
A dungeon crawler would be probably a really boring game to develop.
Maybe, but not the way they did it.
No.
Like, like I said in the 0.5, like, I got, like, I'd say like 90% done with the game, and then the game went, hey, you've been ignoring this. You want to maybe do something about that? And I'm like, well, I guess. Oh, man. It's hard to talk about it because you didn't play it, and I don't want to, like, spoil shit.
Okay.
But, like, oh, man, Ben, it's so good. It's so good.
I will.
I can't imagine playing it with other people. That must have been so much fun. Like, oh, anyway.
Because it used to have a online.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if you don't want to ruin anything.
Yeah, we'll talk.
We'll just get into the movie.
Okay. So, you told me to maybe rewatch this movie. I have now watched it 4 times. Ben, this movie does a weird thing. When I first watched it, I was like, this movie sucks.
Mm-hmm.
And then I watched it a second time. It was like on in the background. I was playing Dungeon Siege. And I was like, actually, this movie's kind of fun. It's got some fun bits.
It does.
And then the third time, I was like, this movie might be the greatest thing to ever happen to cinema. And then the fourth time, I wanted to shoot myself in the face.
All right. I only asked you to watch it one more time.
I know. But
not 4. So when I watched this movie and took notes, I was recovering from my nose surgery.
Oh, yeah.
So I was higher than a kite.
You were prime candidate for this movie.
I will not watch this movie again because the memories I have of the pure enjoyment.
God.
Because I just saw my first note and I don't know what it's about.
Oh, no. He's beating up little kids?
It says DEI film promotion. It's my very first note.
Is he where he's beating up a black guy in the dojo? What do you mean?
I don't know.
Wow.
Jordan, I was higher than shit.
Okay.
All right.
That's cool. Let's go through High Ben's notes.
All right. But this movie stars Dolph Lundgren,
who injured himself.
Day one. I don't... Whoa. And we're back. So, Jordan. Whoa. I don't remember what we were talking about.
In the Name of the King 2?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I knew that. Beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
We're in a dojo.
Yeah.
And Ben wrote down DEI film promotion.
Yeah. But we don't know what it's referring to.
It was on Oxycontin. I don't know.
It's on the Oxycontin. Where's my Zen? Where did it go?
Pocket?
No. It's gone. Okay, anyway.
jacket.
Maybe.
Don't mind.
Go ahead.
Okay.
You go through your notes while I grab something.
Let's see. Lad in the Woods is gonna save Cobra Kai.
Oh, the girl?
Oh, that's supposed to be lady. I spelled it Layd. Oh boy, these notes are not gonna be great. You're gonna have to help.
Okay. Yeah. Well, he's going to save Cobra Kai.
So there's a dojo. He presents in front of these kids, and then it cuts to. Fuck, I don't remember this movie.
Yeah, cuts to obviously like a sorceress chick in the woods, which I'm pretty sure that's how it starts, is the lady in the woods fighting off
Maybe.
people. I do want to point out he beats some guys up in his dojo.
Yes.
And then makes them pay.
Yes, I have that as a note. In front of the kids, he's collecting money.
Yes, so the kids can get uniforms. Not a single kid is in a uniform.
No.
And also his house, for a single veteran, this house is insane. Did you see that bathtub? Yes. I think he can afford some uniforms for these kids. He hasn't bought a single one, it looks like, yet. So I wanted to point that out.
I'm going to say this multiple times. Dolph Lundgren is phenomenal in this movie. Because
he
then
can't move.
all right, if he got hurt day one, he got hurt day one. But he did not want to work with Uwe Boll.
But he came back again.
And spoilers for the next episode, Uwe Boll talks shit about him in the making of In the Name of the King 3 in the special features.
Shot.
Yes, he does. And so does the main actor in the Name of the King 3, talks side shit about the main actor of In the Name of the King 2.
Why? Is it not Dolph Lundgren in
No.
3?
No.
Oh,
It's
I
the
thought
guy
he came
from
back.
it's the guy's the main actor from Prison Break, his brother.
Got it.
Yeah. And for some reason I thought he was a UFC fighter because I got him confused in being in the second movie. But yeah. So Dolph Lundgren, hold on, let's see if the microphone can pick this up. It didn't pick up air quotes. He hurt himself day one.
Yeah.
He only took this job. So initially
It does look like he's hurt because every time he
because
goes from a laying down position.
Because Dolph
going
Lundgren is a phenomenal actor, and he played this off
I
because he
guess.
did not want to do anything in this movie.
Yeah.
He hurt himself.
Except make out with the girl. That
Oh, he was not hurt there.
so points for this movie. There is, I think, 2 kissing scenes in this movie, both of which are some of the hottest on-screen kissing scenes
And that's
I've
Rain, by the way.
ever seen. Yes,
Yeah.
I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, the main
These 2 are into each other.
the main female actress is Rain from Blood Rain 2 and 3.
Yeah.
Because when Uwe Boll makes a movie, he's like, well, I got the location for 30 days. I can make 20 movies.
Yeah.
Because this movie was shot in... I know how long the third one was shot. This one was shot a little longer. I want to say 20 days.
I believe it.
So
How
yeah.
long did the new Dark Knight movie take? Like a week?
Well, the fact that he wasn't following us on Twitter,
Yeah.
I want to say it was probably 3 weeks.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So
I can't wait for the Dark Knight movie, man.
So Dolph Lundgren supposedly hurts himself. I don't think he did. I think because he initially turned down the role, and then his wife filed for divorce, and then he took the role because in the special features he says, I needed quick money
Yeah.
for my divorce. And then he sugarcoats it with saying, I haven't done a fantasy movie in a long time.
What's the... is there another fantasy movie?
I didn't look. I went with his word.
Okay.
So, Dolph Lundgren.
He is something special.
Oh, he has a master's in chemical engineering. And yeah, nice house for Mr. Miyagi. Oh my god.
No, he's Johnny Lawrence.
He's Johnny Lawrence. Oh my god. Bottle says, "Oh, his
Okay, I gotta talk about this.
His liquor bottle."
Yeah, so he gets home after the dojo, after beating some guys up in front of some kids, and then he gets home. He sits down at his desk. So he goes to fill up his bathtub. As it's filling up, he goes down because this bathtub, I think, is 400 gallons.
Yes.
That it takes to fill this up, and the spout is teeny tiny.
Dolph Lundgren, large man.
Yes.
He's probably as tall as you.
Yes.
If not, probably maybe shorter.
Yeah.
Wider.
Yes.
Than both of us.
Yes.
That bathtub would fit him.
Yes.
Where a typical bathtub does not fit my wife, who's 5'2".
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
What is up with that? Why are bathtubs so
I
tiny?
saw a TikTok about that. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Anyway.
At least make them fucking 6 feet long.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Oh,
You would barely have your knees out of the...
Oh, yeah. I miss, like, being a kid and taking baths.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so he's filling up his bathtub. He goes downstairs, like, his bathtub's upstairs. He's going downstairs. These are the longest shots. He sits down at his desk.
I have a serious question after this.
I thought he had a drinking problem because the way he takes this bottle out of its, like, special box, and he puts it down on his desk, and then he just stares at it, and he's like, kind of, it looks like he's contemplating if he's going to drink.
And to call you back from Blood Rain 3, these are all really good shots.
Yes.
Very good shots.
Absolutely.
Uwe Boll.
Yeah. I think it's probably the same video, like,
you are really,
cinematographer.
You're really good at directing a camera.
Yeah.
I don't know if he wrote this. I'm going to look that up.
Okay.
I think he did.
Probably. There's a shot I want to talk about at 29 minutes.
29 minutes. I did remember.
And we're going to talk about it. So, but anyway, yeah, he's looking at this bottle, and then he, like, pours a drink, and he, like, like, he was in the army, so he goes to his picture of his boys from the army, and he tries to cry, and, like, gives them a cheers, and then he goes and marks the bottle, which, what? He marks where the liquid is.
Yep.
So as soon as he takes another drink, it's going to go down. There wasn't a mark that I could see on the bottle already. Is he assuming somebody's going to break in just for his scotch? Like, what? I don't understand marking the bottle thing.
Maybe so he doesn't drink so much. He did not write this movie.
Oh.
Which actually I can
Who wrote it? His wife?
Michael C. I can't pronounce his last name.
Okay.
Knockoff. Nachoff. Notchoff.
Okay.
I can see that he didn't write it, but it also wasn't that far from him.
Yeah. Especially the girls in this movie.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, and then he gets attacked by ninjas.
Right, before that. So he
does try to cry, which is painful to watch.
So a serious question. I mean, we all have trauma in our life.
Yeah.
Some people way more than others.
Yeah.
But this is traumatic for Dolph Lundgren.
Yeah.
I guess in my brain, I'm not going to celebrate it and like really think about it all that much. Okay, I guess, is this normal?
I don't know. I have no idea. I'm not a psychiatrist.
Okay.
I'm not a therapist.
I mean, like, you've had trauma in your life.
Yeah.
Do you celebrate the traumatic, like, if something happened on April 11th, like...
Oh, no, but my coworker, I just worked with a coworker I normally don't work with. Her dad died, like, a week ago, like, so many years ago.
Okay.
She calls it her dead dad day.
Okay.
like Triple D. She like makes a joke out of it, but she is very upset the day of. So,
Okay.
like, but they do like go out and celebrate.
Okay.
So
I mean, all right. So like the dog that I had for 16, almost 17 years. I mean, I know the day that he passed.
yeah,
I mean, okay.
a dog is a little different than a dad.
Yes. But I'm just saying like this, like his whole squad died in the army.
Yeah.
And they don't say how they died.
No.
But if they all died on the same day, I'll tell you right now, I would go to a hospital that day, figure out whatever I need to say for me to basically just be under anesthesia, and then wake up the next day. Because if your whole squad died,
Yeah.
something very traumatic happened. I'm not gonna just pull out a bottle of Kingsman. Oh, maybe.
Because I agree, but maybe people deal with death in a better way than we do.
Yeah. So, and then he gets attacked. We got poor Dolph
By
Lundgren.
ninjas. We got
is-
ninjas again.
Yeah, but he kind of acted a little drunk
Yeah.
off of that one glass.
Yeah.
So a
Maybe-
man of that size,
I mean, maybe he only drinks once a year.
maybe.
Maybe.
But he's drunk and high because he's a pill popper.
Yeah.
And he's fighting time traveling ninjas.
Yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't that bad of a fight scene inside of a house.
No, I guess not. But and then the sorceress chick is there also, and she dies. Which is a thing. I guess we needed her in the movie, so she gets him to
This
pass.
this definitely has to be a Ben on OxyContin.
The time because modern time is the time beyond that comes up. I think 600 times in this movie. So
Yeah. So is it the same timeline or is it a different timeline?
well, I think it's the same timeline because they just keep saying like the time beyond, so they like go forward and then.
But then if it's the same timeline, then Dolph Lundgren would have the possibility of knowing what already happened in the past.
Yeah.
That's why I was more
That's
convinced
so
it's a
far
separate timeline.
Back. I don't know. I don't know.
It wasn't that far back. They were writing on pieces of paper.
With Quill, like I don't know. That's like they had paper in like BC.
Yeah. They weren't in BC with this.
How do you know?
If we're going off of our timeline,
Yeah.
our BC, they were chiseling on rocks.
No, they had quill and ink.
Okay, but we also
They
have
had a fucking printing press.
but we also have those documents in BC.
yeah. Where am I losing you? I'm saying it might be BC.
Okay.
And you're saying no because
I'm saying it's more likely not or it's not Dolph Lundgren's timeline because he would have the possibility of knowing what happened in that time based on historical records.
okay, well they're talking like it's the same timeline.
Okay. I'm saying it's probably not.
Okay.
Okay. Should we go back to the OxyContin Ben taking notes?
Sure.
All right. I got a note here. I can't wait to hear what you have to say. Uwe Boll likes his women to be powerful. If you don't believe I wrote that down, Jordan, I can show you my note.
What the fuck?
I
Are
don't-
you talking about the sorceress that dies immediately?
I'm guessing.
What the fuck? Okay.
I don't know. I cannot be held responsible for these notes.
Yeah.
Oh, like to be powerful. They take men without...
Also, there is a shot where he tries to kill like a bad girl sorceress who's old, and his bullets phase through her. He also has a gun.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I guess he loses before he goes back because that gun would have come in handy.
No, he has it when he goes back in time.
Oh, does he?
He shoots at the dragon with it.
That's right.
And he runs out of bullets.
Yeah.
Um...
There's a dragon. God,
So-
this movie.
So when he goes back in time, we are introduced to the, in my note, the bad blood rain.
Yes.
Yeah. And then another clean medieval setting.
Yeah, and he gets his ass handed to him by
His name's Granger.
a cuck to the king. So
Granger, farmer,
I can't believe you just skated by a cuck to the king. That's
a cuck to the king.
yeah, the king's little like henchman guy. who's like almost as big as Dolph Lundgren.
Jordan, you watched this movie 4 times.
Yeah.
I watched it once on Oxycontin.
Anyway, there's a fight in the woods, and he loses to a guy that we find out later is like really into this cult that this king has.
So, are we to the point where Dolph Lundgren met the king?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because he gets knocked out and then he gets taken to the king.
Because Ben wrote down, "Be a good royal bitch and show me room."
Yeah. Yeah. So that's...
Does Dolph Lundgren say that?
Oh,
I should have wrote for
I
this movie.
think he does, yes.
Oh, okay. I was like, if he doesn't, I should have wrote for this movie.
He says something equivalent to that. Yeah, because he's the chosen one who's going to, like, kill the bad sorceress girl. Yeah, and then the king is like, "Oh, we love you. Here's your room," which doesn't make any sense because we find out later that the chosen one is gonna. The prophecy is that he's gonna take out the king because he is the king, I guess, because time travel, and so it would make sense for the king to want him dead, but he wants him to go kill the lady that
is opposing the king.
Right.
I kind of got the feeling that they were insinuating that Granger, who's Dolph Lundgren,
Yeah.
was Farmer's kid.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got that too?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's bad writing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Absolutely. 100%.
Because if they were going to do that, then they should have shown someone stealing the baby
Yes.
from Farmer
Yes.
going through a time warp.
To jump ahead really quick, it turns out Dolph Lundgren's character is the son of the king in the past, but they put him in the future so that he'd be safe.
But they don't show that.
Right, and they drop him off at an orphanage, which, like, boy, are you rolling the dice. They don't know how bad they're rolling the dice, but boy, are they rolling the dice that he's gonna, like, survive and be strong enough to come back to do anything.
But fucking Super Mario Bros. Did that.
True.
Uwe Boll couldn't have done that?
I don't...
You had possibly Princess Peach
I know, they blew
just
all their...
ditch Princess Daisy.
They blew all their money on fake cloudy contacts and dragons.
Oh, good lord.
So...
Oh, God. Okay.
But yeah, and then Dolph Lundgren gets a room and a hooker.
And a hooker, yeah. And that hut had to be so cold.
Oh, yeah.
They just had just little, like...
He does ask her to stay for warmth. Yeah. So...
And you can see his breath. Like, there was, like,
Yeah.
tea towels hanging on the windows.
Yeah.
To keep in the warmth.
Yeah.
He made some snide thing about protein shakes. He wakes up with a protein shake.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he does... and the hooker does try to kill him.
She does.
But before that, a doctor comes in, and it's Rain, and she's hot, and she's, like, nursing him, and immediately you can tell, like, oh, he's into the doctor.
Yeah.
Not the hooker.
Because he's tired
Yeah.
and straight.
Yeah. Yeah, because the girl's like, oh, you don't want me? Do you want a man? Like, I don't... Like, basically, I don't judge. And he's like, no, I'm just tired and straight.
God.
Yeah.
I did say that Rain had some great bedside manner.
Yeah.
She didn't. She was stone cold.
No, for sure. Yeah, and she tries to steal his meds. I don't know if you remember that. She straight up goes through his possessions and finds his pill bottle and immediately goes, must be medicine. Fuck.
Well, yeah, white top.
Now, yeah. But, like, what? How... That could be fucking, like, a lethal gas because they got vials full of lethal gas. She doesn't know. But
was his wound fatal?
His head wound?
I don't know. My wound is fatal.
That's way later.
I got great bedside manner and my wound is fatal.
That's...
Oh, is that when he kills
That's
the
in the
hooker?
woods. Oh, maybe. Oh, her wound is fatal?
Oh, she says my wound is fatal.
Yeah.
Yeah, bad writing.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Because
Yeah.
any wound back then is fucking fatal.
Yeah. Like, yeah, I forgot about
The
that.
common flu is fatal back then.
Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah. Yeah, because he wakes up to the hooker trying to kill him, and then he, like, accidentally kills her. And no repercussions for that. And they don't really investigate why this person was trying to kill him.
Nope.
They just kind of go like, oh, that hooker. Good night. Like, it's just like...
It's just a hooker.
Yeah. But yeah, and then he has a meeting with the king, and the king's like, you gotta go kill this lady in the woods. And this is the scene. This is the 29-minute scene.
Yeah, because I have a note when Granger and the king, when they share wine, Dolph Lundgren, the way he's acting in this whole scene, he is not impressed.
No. He likes the wine, though.
He is irritated throughout this whole entire movie.
Yes.
And that's why I love this movie so much more.
Yeah. And anytime he asks a question, the king goes like, no, it's just, don't worry about it. Like, literally every question he has, the king's just like, nah, but like, don't think about it.
Yeah.
Just go kill this lady. He's like, what'd she do? And he's like, don't worry about it.
He's a modern day QAnon baker.
Yeah.
Hey, the Great Awakening's coming. Yeah. Don't think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's like, no, you really got to go kill her. And then at the end of the scene, Dolph, this is 29 minutes, Dolph goes, okay, I'll do it.
Because there's no questions being asked either.
And then, Ben, they cut to an old woman in a couch who's laying down. She, like, opens her eyes. She goes, yes. And then they cut back. The fuck?
I missed that.
We don't know who this woman is. We can assume it's the girl he's supposed to go kill, I guess. Just random lady. Opens her eyes, goes, yes. That we had to cut away for that. What? That scene, every 4 times I watched it, I paused my game and I watched it and I tried to understand why. Like, what? Why? Like, Bull, you gotta help me out here, man. Was there a longer cut where we had some reason for doing that? Because, like, we could have done it later, because she has a longer scene, I don't know, 2 minutes after this, that you also cut away for, where she, like, explains shit. You could have had her wake up, go, yes, and then explain shit.
Or, like, intermittently.
It's a 5-second cut.
Or, like, intermittently throughout Granger and the king's conversation, you can see her coming in and saying things like she's seeing the conversation.
Yeah, like something. What the fuck? It's literally 5 seconds.
I missed it.
Just like, yes. Cut back. Why? What the fuck? That's the worst editing I've ever seen in my life. I couldn't believe... The Room had better editing.
Hold on.
I couldn't believe it. What the fuck, dude?
Oh, it's 11. I kind of want to put the movie in to see. I kind of do.
It's on Amazon Prime. I can pull it
Okay.
Up. I was floored. But
like during the Granger and King's conversation, he didn't ask like any questions.
Right.
He was just like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But right, because when he did try to ask, he was just like, "No, don't worry about it."
Oh my God, no! Old lady wakes up, says yes. Best scene of Ooh Bull. Hold on. Right there, underneath my thumb.
Yeah, dude, it's so
Oxycontin Ben caught
bizarre, dude.
Oh.
I don't get it. I got an unskippable ad from Prime. Thank you, Prime.
So then,
The thing I paid for.
So then, Blood Rain is a pill popper. Sex? Question mark.
Yeah. Yeah. Do they don't hook up there though, right? Or they
No.
do?
I can't remember.
I don't. I'm about to find out. Yeah, they do. Because then she's like, yeah, don't tell anybody about this.
She's ashamed.
Yeah, she's like,
Oh, just
like something took over me or something. Like she says, like, oh, I'm a woman.
you just wait till you get to in the Name of the King 3.
Oh
Next thing is Granger and Sear. I'm not sure how much was skipped between the pill popper, Blood Rain. Jordan's looking it up.
Yeah.
I can't believe I wrote that note down. Old lady wakes up, says
Yeah,
yes.
here it is. It's right here. Let's see if I can play the audio.
Tell me where to find this crazy bitch.
Yes.
And we're back. 29 minutes. And she falls back asleep.
Yes, she does.
I got nothing, man. The fuck?
Yes.
Yeah, and then he goes back to his room. The doctor's trying to steal his meds. Then the king's like, you gotta go.
Remember.
Like, yeah, his whole movie.
Oh, what was it? The lady inside the tree.
She's like their oracle. Oh, okay. So then there's a king between them hooking up. Like, she's stealing his pills. And then he's like, oh, don't steal my pills. And then the king's like, you gotta get ready. And then the girl's back in his tent to, like, I guess ask him medical questions. And then she leaves. And he's like, oh, you could have stayed. And then she comes back and is like, okay, yeah, we're doing this. And then, okay.
Dolph.
Desire to satisfy my urges.
Yeah, she's... I had to satisfy my urges.
Dolph Lundgren treats this acting role as if he's in a dream.
Yeah.
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 I fucking love this movie.
Dude.
Ugh.
It's something else.
All right, I got Ninja Forest fight. We get another Ninja Forest fight.
Yes, we do. Yeah, with the King's Cuck. He's...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because the King's Cuck hates Granger.
Right.
Dolph Lundgren.
Yeah. And he's like, I'm gonna kill you when your mission's done. Like... And the way everybody's talking is so bizarre. He's like, yeah, like, your time will come, and it is nigh. I'm like... Yeah, that's how time... Yep. When time is coming, it is nigh. All right, guy. Like, it's so bizarre, and it takes, I don't know, 5 seconds of them fighting together, and this guy is ready to spill every sort of bean that he has.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, yeah, so we get a fucking ninja forest fight.
It's really bad.
It's so bad. Also, I forgot he had a gun. Didn't shoot it once. There's people dying next to him. And he's like, I got a sword. Like,
It's because he thinks he's in a dream.
yeah, it's true.
Because whose hair could look that good if not in a dream?
That's true. And he's got that weird scarf thing the whole movie.
Dolph Lundgren looked phenomenal.
Yeah.
He was so fuckable in this movie.
He really is.
He made me just, like, I kept on...
Well, this is like, his divorce is happening. He's back on the market.
Oh.
Like...
Fuck, I wish I was single. No, he kept on making me think of that Always Sunny skit where they're writing a movie about a doctor who has an accident and he has super smell.
Oh, my God, yeah.
But they want to introduce porn into a full feature film, and I'm like, Dolph Lundgren is fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
Just how smart he is.
Yeah.
He's fucking attractive.
Yeah.
His hair.
Yeah.
I mean, him in
He's powerful.
he's the Russian. He's the Russian in Rocky 4.
Yeah.
Or Rocky 3. Whatever.
Rocky 3.
3.
Yeah.
But like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And then him in Expendables. I love him in Expendables.
yeah.
He's just drunk the
Yeah.
whole entire time. And he's got his Bowie knife is a fucking sword.
Yeah.
But he calls it a knife.
Yeah. Yeah.
Big
No, it's a short
dick
sword. Yeah.
energy.
Dude.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
God. You know what? He did not hurt himself. That was acting.
Okay. Yeah.
Because he fucking hates oofball.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love this movie.
Oh, it's so good. Dolph, good. The movie's not good. But
Who does a Spartan kick?
The King's Cuck.
The King's Cuck does a Spartan kick?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's after. So okay. they do the ninja fight, Dolph realizes that there were only as many ninjas as there were people, and he's putting it together that they didn't want to kill.
because he's a trained,
yeah,
armed force
Yes.
person.
yeah. This is probably the best writing of this movie, and he's like, well, they didn't want to kill me, because and there's like one ninja left, and he's trying to like get information out of him, and then the King's Cut comes and kills him, and he's like, yeah, we don't let fucking dark people fucking say shit.
Jesus Christ.
Anyway, so
I do have one thing to say. So after the forest ninja fight, Uwe Boll, if you're listening, you did it again. You do beautiful location shots.
dude, yeah, no, for real. Like, again, the cinematography of this,
Yes.
of this movie is like actually phenomenal.
If he, okay, oh boy, oh fuck, I'm going to say it. If he could find a good writer, and if he
Yes.
tries to stop writing, because the Dark Knight movie that's coming out is another Rampage movie.
Yes,
I think I know he wants to send a message.
yes,
He's got to find a better writer.
yes,
And Uwe, Dr. Bull, you've got to pay for that. And if you did, I would say, maybe I'm being too much. I would say if he were to give out 2 to 3 just banger movies back to back,
yeah,
all of this would go behind him.
Yes.
And then you could actually get studios
yes,
behind you.
yeah,
M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong did it.
yeah.
He
That's
could
true.
do it too.
Yeah,
And he's also shown that he can make a movie cheap.
yes,
Buddy.
yeah.
Buddy.
Yeah, no,
You
for real.
know how to fucking shoot a camera.
Yeah,
Just get a fucking writer and
Yeah.
pay that money.
put the pencil down. That's just gonna be my mantra until we're done here.
But what's not in this movie that's in all of his other ones?
What?
Jail cells.
Oh,
He doesn't have a jail cell in
That's
this
true.
movie. So he must have heard you.
That's true.
He must have heard you
Yeah.
from Blood Rain 3.
yeah. Wow, you're right. Wow, that's yeah.
You didn't even realize that because this movie's decent. It's
Yeah,
decent.
It's fine. I don't know. Anyway,
It's a good,
But-
good, bad movie.
yeah, that's true.
It's not it's not a good bad movie. It's above good good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, his messaging, by the way, it got different after the first Rampage. The message I got from the first Rampage, and we're gonna talk about it when we do the other podcast we're gonna do.
Oh, you look like you're in pain when you said
It
that.
feels
You look like you were in pain.
like the message of that movie felt very different than the second and third Rampage movies.
Okay.
Where like it almost feels like anti-gun.
Okay, in the first one?
Yeah. And then the second and third ones are like very pro gun.
We'll get there.
Yeah. It's bizarre. But yeah, no, the first Rampage, man. You had it. And then you were like, I gotta do it again, just worse. And then I gotta do it again and do it even worse. And it's why?
Worser.
You could have pivoted and done something better, and you just didn't, and it just sad. Anyway,
Let's talk about this good bad movie.
yes. So ninjas, and then they got it. Then they're like, yeah, they obviously didn't want to kill me, and then he does say, it feels like they didn't want to kill me, and then the King's Cut goes, well, their intent was, or what was it? Their actions were of bloody intent. Who taught? What is that line? What? Their
Hold on.
actions were of bloody intent.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway. But yeah, and then they climb up the mountain because ninjas can't climb, and they all like fall asleep.
Hold on, I'm gonna look up one thing. I want to see. All right, this movie came out
Oh man, there's a line I want to get to
2011.
so bad.
2011. This is way past George W. Bush saying that there was weapons of mass destruction, and because weapons of mass destruction is brought up in this movie,
Yes.
and it's a poison that the king's gonna.
Oh, we're not there yet.
Oh, that's my next note.
Okay. No, we're not there yet. So they go up this mountain. So they have, like, I guess, the high ground. Which, if anybody knows anything about actual battle strategy, you never want the high ground. Unless you're, like, defending a castle. Anyway. So...
Yeah, just let me know when we're to the river scene.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. So there's another scene with him and the doctor where she's like passing out on him, which like that must be the best sleep on the planet. Falling asleep on top of Dolph Lundgren. Just think about it. Ben, think about it.
All right, we've got time. All right, we have expressed our love towards early Will Smith.
Yes.
Thomas Jane. Me also,
Yeah.
Tom Hardy.
Yeah.
So is it just Will Smith and Dolph Lundgren that we can collectively?
Yeah, probably.
I would
Could you
snuggle
ima-
up.
Yeah. It would,
It'd be hard, because he is muscular, but
he wouldn't be flexing. It's just like.
I imagine he still has some kind of tone.
Oh, for sure.
Even when he's not flexing.
Yeah. Oh man.
Jordan,
But anyway.
Jordan, he was the Russian. He was the Russian.
I know, that's true. But anyway,
I must crush you.
no, there's a line I want to talk about. So the girl is asking him, the doctor girl is asking him about the medicine in the time beyond, because one of the guys that she was trying to save died. And he's like, yeah, we got like antibiotics, and it comes from cheese. And she's like, ooh, cheese. But she does ask,
Like all women. Ooh, jeez.
yeah, she does ask, are expectations of women different in the time beyond? Did you catch that?
No.
Because his response is, no. Well, yes. Well, no. It's complicated.
Okay.
What?
I'm remembering.
That's the most sexist line I've ever heard in a new Bull movie. It's like in your face, like, well, no, like society is different, but like we still expect the same thing from women. Like, what? Just say no. Like, no, it's different. That's the whole line. No, yes, no, it's complicated. What? What the what? Anyway, and then they get attacked again. And
Wait. So he says no, yes, no?
yeah. And then it's complicated. And then they start talking about cheese, because that's where antibiotics come from.
Megan's coming on the podcast. Hold on.
Oh, no.
Because the whole no, yes, no thing is a Midwestern thing.
Oh, oh, great.
Midwestern wife? Hey, can I borrow you for a minute? Okay.
Ben's asking for his Midwestern wife. That's fun.
Yeah, I've got Midwestern, I've got Mountain.
You got a mountain wife?
Yeah, Southwest. I was trying to find your thing.
I think it's in the other pocket. Hopefully. Or it just fucking up and disappeared. I had two of them. Oh
Come
my
in,
god.
sit down for a
I
second.
fucking
What
tapped
did you
the...
call me?
Midwest wife. Come here.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
So Jordan, explain this scene without, I guess, giving too much, but definitely the no, yes, no.
Oh.
Okay, so there's a scene in this movie where they're in the past, but Dolph Lundgren's from modern time.
Okay.
Okay, there's a girl doctor, and she is asking him about, like, future medicine, and then asks if expectations from women are different. And Dolph Lundgren's response is, no. Well, yes. No, it's complicated.
No,
Okay.
yes, no. Did Ben tell you how I got in trouble for saying that in an email?
What?
Is that why you brought me up here?
No, it's just, you can explain it way better on what Dolph Lundgren actually meant saying towards that woman.
Yeah. Okay. So
if you want to explain your email, you can.
I said it. I responded to someone because they were being kind of silly in their email. So I responded with my answer of no, yes, no.
Okay.
And she like confronted me at work and was like, "Why would you ever say that in an email? That is so confusing." And I was like, "Okay, well, it's different than yes, no,
Okay.
yes." Okay, so in Midwest, when you would say like no, yeah, no, it's like yeah, like I kind of agree, but it's kind of complicated. I would say.
Yeah.
And then yeah, no, yeah is like no. I'm trying to say no to you, but I'm trying to be polite.
Okay.
So does that answer?
I guess. So he's saying yes, it is different?
Yes,
Yes.
it is different, but it's complicated.
Okay.
It's not a straightforward answer.
Okay.
But if
That's
he,
better than what I was thinking.
but if you were to do the opposite and say yeah, no, yeah, he's just trying to be polite. He's trying to, the middle one is
Is
kind of
the
the
answer?
real answer. It's like a sandwich.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
sure.
funny. That's weird that he would pick up on that. Like, I'm not saying that only the Midwest does that, but out here people really get upset if you say stuff like that.
They get confused.
They get confused.
Well, we're like, what, 40th in education? So.
Yeah. Well, no, we're number 5 in the country currently.
Are we?
K through 12.
No way.
Yeah. Wyoming's
Seriously?
number 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
K through 12, top 5.
Yeah. Top 5.
University, bottom 3, but we only have 1.
But
so.
yeah. So the ratio.
I thought our university was good.
No,
I mean, it is.
it is.
But
Oh.
because we only have one, like,
It's only got,
actual
like, so many
state
programs.
university,
Oh,
yeah, they're basing everything on just that one university.
I see.
Yeah, but for K through 12, we're number 5 in the country.
That's
And
wild.
so that, I mean, that's gonna change if the policies change that are going through. But yeah,
Well, we have a good school board.
we're not
At the moment.
Arkansas. We're not Nebraska
Yeah.
currently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody I voted for school board got in, so that's good.
Oh, like you picked the popular crowd.
Was it the popular crowd?
I don't know. I didn't even vote.
Oh.
That's awful.
No, I was looking. This is so inside baseball, but I was looking at everybody's like interview questions for
Yeah.
school board, and I voted everybody. They were all asked about like transgender kids, and I voted for everybody who said like that's a thing and we should respect that. And then on all of my no's were like people who were like, no, there's only 2 genders. So
that was a question that came up.
yeah, for sure.
That blows my mind. I don't know how I even feel about like them asking questions. I don't know.
They were asking some pretty intense questions. But John, the guy who was partnered with all the girls who were like, no, that's a thing we should like talk about.
Respect, and
Yeah.
like, at least just be open to talking about.
Right. That's what, yeah, it was basically like, should that be a conversation in class? And they're like, every conversation should happen in class where we can like talk about it. But John turned it into like a sports thing.
Analogy?
No, not an analogy. He just turned it to sports. He's like, I don't know. K-Dub needs a new scoreboard. So,
Priorities.
yeah, he was like my maybe, and then I looked it up, and I'm like, oh, so everybody that I was voting for is grouped up with John anyway, so I guess I'll vote for John. But yeah, he was very funny. All of his answers were very sports related. I was like,
Was he like a coach? Or
he was
something
like,
with
yeah,
it?
he was like a coach or something. So
Okay.
yeah, one of the questions was about the Midwest school needing a new pool.
Didn't even know they had one.
For a while, that was the only elementary school that had a pool. Because K-Dub has one now. It was the only high school with a pool, and now K-Dub has one. But, like, we've done a lot of damage to it because everybody was using it.
Yeah.
And so they need it repaired. Or no, they need a new one. And everybody was saying, like, oh, well, we can repair it because K-Dub needs a new scoreboard. And everyone's like, oh, that's not great.
K-Dub is the school.
Yeah, it's the
that
golden child.
Yeah, I mean, have you ever seen their pool before?
Yeah, I went there.
Did you?
Yeah.
Ridiculous. I'm saying that to like Ben. Like they have like a pool like separate from their school.
Yes.
and they have PE classes where you can do swimming.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Like, it's an entire, like, place
Yeah.
with locker rooms, and I mean,
I wish Central had that.
it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
if a really nice neighborhood had a pool house. Like, yeah.
Yeah, it's big.
Yeah.
Yeah, rich kids.
Yeah.
But they do need a new scoreboard.
They need a new scoreboard.
Here, I'll give it back to you. Woo.
All right, go with Mom.
Come on, pack the baby. Let's go.
So, yes. No, yes is
Yes, no, yes is you being
no.
polite by saying no, and then yes, no, yes is you saying no. It's complicated being polite.
Gotcha.
So Dolph Lundgren did the right thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Well. All right. Anyway, so that scene happens, and then they get attacked again, and the King's Cuck, who is friends with Dolph Lundgren now, is like being like, "You got to get out of here, because you're the only one that matters." And there's like a cliff, and Dolph's like, "Well, we can go down here and lose him." And he's like, "Yeah, you go. We'll fight him off." And Dolph's like, "No, I'm not leaving you here." And that's when the Spartan kick happens.
Oh, okay.
The King's Cuck goes like, "Okay," and then Spartan kicks him off the cliff. And then Rain comes and is like, "I'll go with him." And the way she follows him, because Dolph Lundgren like tumbles down the mountain because he got kicked, and then she tumbles down the mountain. I guess because she's a woman and can't climb down.
I remember
She like
this scene.
throws herself down the cliff.
I remember this scene. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, good lord.
Yeah,
Okay, so,
and then the King's Cuck gets stabbed in the back during the fight.
and then we're at the river scene.
And then he calls like the bad guy's henchman like a coward, and like laughs about it, and then dies.
So I don't remember what Rain said on the river scene, but I just have Rain is a bad actress.
Yeah. No, she's really bad.
Do you remember?
The water neutralizes the poison. Like, no, I know what it was.
Because I also have a line of, or
It looks like
a note
she's-
about Dolph's one-liners in this movie.
Oh,
Because he's got good one-liners.
yeah, he does. No, it looks like she smells a fart.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ooh, I almost screamed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. No,
Thank you.
They're like doing a little walk, which she's walking normal, and that's important for us in a second. She's walking normal, and then she stops, and it looks like she smells a fart, and then she covers her face. She doesn't tell Dolph to cover his face, and that's a problem because we find out this is poisonous gas that they just carry around with them.
Fucking WMDs, man.
Yeah, and she didn't think about that when she threw herself off the cliff. But the vial she has like cracks or something, and then she goes to the river. It's more like a stream. Like it's not like a river. But and then she puts her vial in the water, which apparently neutralizes it. And then we find out the king is an alchemist.
Mm-hmm.
And that's important. And we also see the king like making, I think, more of it.
Yes.
And yeah, we get a cutaway to that. And then they start to walk again, and it turns out she rolled her ankle, which hadn't been a thing
I don't remember that.
up until then. That's why she stays. Like, that's why he leaves her. Because she can't go on because she rolled her ankle. So, because girls have dainty little ankles that will roll, apparently. This movie's bonkers. But yeah, so that happens. Oh shit, did we skip the dragon?
Not yet. We're not the dragon.
Oh, okay.
All the Dark Ones are letting him pass when he gets to the Dark Mother's camp.
Yeah. Yep.
But then they hit him.
Yeah. Yeah, they let him walk right in. And then the Queen's cuck comes and hits him.
Dr. Bull, what are you saying?
But yeah, and then the Dark Mother talks to him and tells him
Because
that-
she's the one that tried to bring him through the time
yes,
line.
yep,
So she's responsible for Dolph Lundgren's divorce and bringing him into this shitty movie.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But yeah, the Dark Mother apparently is the one who put him in the future. After the current king kills the past king's family, she like steals the baby and puts him in an orphanage in the future. And then
Uwe Boll loves successful orphans.
yes,
Oh my god. Sorry. It's
this one-
it comes up so many times.
it is weird that he's successful
Alone in
after
the dark.
having clearly PTSD and like runs a dojo for children. But you know, that's fine. But no, it makes sense that an orphan would go into the army at least. So at least that kind of tracks. But yeah, and then the Dark Mother who's about to die.
Yep. Tells him that he's Jason Statham's son.
I guess because the writer realized he couldn't write for women. All the women just kind of go away after this.
Well, in the third movie, they don't go away,
Oh no!
and you want them to.
Oh no! I could have had more Rain kissing scenes because again, they were hot
Yeah.
kissing scenes, man.
It's just she's not a good actress.
no, and you could tell she obviously had a thing for Dolph Lundgren because,
Hey.
and I don't blame her.
Hey,
Um,
CTLU has a
Because-
thing for Dolph Lundgren.
Yeah, because that, yeah, they definitely had some chemistry, and I don't think she was faking it, because I don't think she can.
Because she can't act.
Yeah. But anyway, the Dark Mother, her cuck, tried to kill the Granger, Dolph Lundgren. So then she's like, he's a traitor, and then Granger kills him. And then I guess because she called him a king is totally on her side now. Oh, and then we do have another girl character. The girl character is like the leader of the knights for the dark ones. So that's fun.
Let's see. You are the king before the last. You are the king before's last son.
Yeah.
Yep, Dolph's an orphan, very successful. I said, old lady calling out the trainer in front of everyone. And then
Yeah, the cuck.
yeah, and then medieval knights are bitches. Dolph is high on painkillers, slaying bitches left and right so easily. That's the next one I have.
Okay.
I was on painkillers. This movie is actually very fitting for me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But yeah, so yeah, he like gets adopted by this like the dark ones now. And we find out there's like a full like knight, like they have knights. Like I don't know why they kept sending out ninjas when they have very well trained knights
I know.
just hanging out. But the leader is a girl, and then he's like, "Oh, well, when I'm done, you should be queen." And she's like, "Well, that's not really how it works." And he's like, "Well, I decree it." And then looks around at like the 5 soldiers just hanging out, and he goes, "Guys, I decree it."
Did you hear me?
Yeah, dude, like.
So-
And then we get a dragon fight.
Well, no, the Dark Mother passes.
Yeah.
And then again, beautiful shots
Yes.
by Uwe Boll.
Yeah.
Buddy,
Put the pencil down.
put the pencil down. Grab a camera.
And shut up.
Like, all right. Like, what level would you put his cinematography at?
Right. This is why I don't think it's him. I think he just happened to hire the same guy twice. Because there's so
Okay, all right. let's say it's him. Let's say it's him.
Okay.
Where would you put him?
Oh, I'd put him with Jackson, like Peter Jackson. Like,
Right?
they're so good.
Oh,
Like, dude. At least with Cameron. Like, oh man, his shots are so good.
I got a note. Dark Forest.
Yeah, that's where the dragon is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
King's meeting with a Dark One. King kills Dark One.
Oh, yeah, the king also... We get a cutaway shot to the king killing their oracle. They also have an oracle. She lives in a tree.
Yeah. So
and he, like...
is that by the lake?
No, this is before. We skipped it. And he's, like, wearing a hood. And it's revealed that it's him immediately after he does it, because we can't have any sort of suspense in this movie. And then... we cut to one of the knights being like, oh, the oracle died. And the king's like, you gotta find the person who did this. And then nothing turns up. And you can clearly see the knight is like suspecting the king,
Yes.
but just can't say anything. Because we can't ask questions.
We do get a size matters joke.
Do we?
Oxycontin Ben. In the Dark Forest, size does matter joke. Was that when he had his gun and he was shooting at the...
Oh, maybe. I don't know. I think maybe they were talking about the dragon. I don't know.
And so outside of Dolph Lundgren looking sexy as hell,
Yes.
his hair was fucking fire.
Yes.
His outfit was fucking phenomenal.
Yes.
He was annoyed that he was in this movie the whole entire
Yes.
time. This movie is one of the better bad movies that
Yes.
I have watched in so long.
Yeah.
Oh, and that dragon looked like dog shit.
Yes. It was really bad. But, yeah, so he kills the dragon, and then we get the final fight on a beach.
Well, we do have Dolph and Blood Rain explaining the movie towards the end of the movie too.
Yes.
They just in case you zoned out or you took too much oxycodone,
Yes.
which was very helpful for me.
Yeah.
They did explain the whole entire movie.
Yeah, Dolph meets back up with the doctor after they kill a dragon on a beach, and she's like, why are you with the dark ones? And he's like, well, actually, I'm king, and these are the good guys. And she immediately goes like, yeah, that tracks.
And technically, push my glasses up. Actually, Mrs. Johansson, that's not a dragon, that's a wyvern.
Yes. No, that's true.
Fuck those kids. Fuck every one of them.
But, yeah, so then they...
And was there 3 trials in this movie?
they're supposed to be.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's the girl...
Assassin?
You gotta
Hooker?
go through the forest, you gotta kill the girl, and then there's something else.
Oh.
That's from the Oracle, and as the Oracle is explaining this to Dolph Lundgren, this is, again, we skipped this scene. The King's Cut goes like, oh, silence, woman, know your place. And I'm like, she's doing the thing, though. That is her place. Is to do the Oracle thing. She's the Oracle.
Yeah.
She's explaining the Oracle thing, and you're saying know your place. What else place is she supposed... She's in a tree, bro. Like, she came down in a bubble, Doug. Like, what do you mean? Like, what do you... What? Anyway, I forgot about that scene. There's so much of this movie I feel like I'm skipping because it's just, it doesn't make any sense. But yeah. And then we get a final fight on the beach after they open a portal to get Dolph home. And then he takes the king into the future, into his house.
Yeah.
And they have a final fight, and Dolph kills the king in his house. And I have a problem with this scene.
I do too.
Because now he's got a dead body.
Yes.
He's got 4 dead bodies
Yes.
in his house.
How is he going to explain this to the cops?
Right. They're not going to show up in any database.
Nope.
3 of them are dressed as ninjas.
Yep.
He works for a dojo.
Yep.
This could have gone... This could... To a cop, if I'm showing up to this guy's house, I'm thinking...
Best case scenario for Dolph Lundgren, insane asylum.
Right.
Best case scenario.
Yeah. But yeah, he just sits down and has another drink.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. I forgot about that.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know why his first call isn't to the police being like, hey, all right.
So time travelers broke into my house.
Yeah.
All right, Jordan. What are your ratings? And just try not to look, okay? All right. Movie rating. Where are you thinking? Would you put it above Far Cry?
Okay, so my first viewing, I would have given it a 5. My second viewing, I would have given it an 8. My third viewing, I probably would have given it a 9.5.
Okay.
My fourth viewing, I'm going back down to a 6.
So you would put this above Alone in the Dark.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Would you put it above Blood Rain 1?
Fuck me. Oh, fuck. Yeah.
Okay. Would you put it above House of the Dead 2?
House of the Dead 2.
Or House of the Dead, sorry.
No.
Okay, so you'd give it a 7.
Okay, that feels right.
Perfect.
Ben, I saw your rating.
Stop.
No. You're gonna have to explain yourself.
I will on the episode.
Okay, this is the episode.
3, 2.
Oh, we're at 2. Oh my god.
Yeah.
We're
All right.
almost done.
So Jordan, movie rating. So just tell me if you agree with this, because we are almost at the end. You got. I'm going top to bottom.
Yes.
Far Cry.
Oh yeah.
In the Name of the King 1.
Yeah.
House of the Dead.
Yeah. Yep.
In the Name of the King 2.
Yep.
Blood Rain 1.
Yep.
Alone in the Dark.
Yep.
Postal.
Yep.
Blood Rain 2.
Yep.
Or no, Blood Rain 3. Sorry.
Yes. Yep. Yep.
Then
and
Blood Rain-
and then Blood Rain 2.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Game cred. It's not based on any of the
Because
games.
there's a dragon in it. Fuck me. 3?
You got Blood Rain 2 at 3.
What's that for?
Blood Rain 3.
I'll put it above that.
Okay. Or no.
What's after that?
All right, so going top to bottom. Postal is number 1 game cred.
Okay.
Then we got House of the Dead for you.
Okay.
Then Far Cry.
Okay.
Then In the Name of the King 1.
Okay.
Then Blood Rain 1.
Okay.
Then Alone in the Dark.
Okay.
Then In the Name of the King 2. And then Blood Rain 3.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Fun meter.
Which viewing should I go with? Man, Dolph Lundgren.
He was a fucking gem.
I'll put it above In the Name of the King 1.
Okay,
It's
so
definitely
8,
more fun than that.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, what's your game rating, sir?
Oh man. This is the best game. For sure. This is a 10.
10? Okay.
Yeah.
Let me match you. Okay, so your overall episode rating is a 72.50.
Okay.
So it's ranked 3rd for movie. It's ranked 6th for game cred, and ranked 2nd for fun meter, and number 1 for game.
Yeah.
So for me, movie rating, I gave this a 9. I gave game credit 2, which I guess I can't really give that, can I?
You're fine.
Okay. And then fun meter, I gave a 7. So I put this above In the Name of the King 1, mainly because the cutscenes. That's honestly
Yeah.
that's honestly the number one thing.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I loved it. Just know that Dungeons and Siege 1 and 2, or In the Name of the King 1 and 2, to me, because of Ray Liotta, both of those are a 9.
Okay. Okay.
But we can't have that in this ranking.
Yeah.
And that's my only.
A man with spirit eyes.
I know.
So good.
And the only things that beat out Fun Meter for this movie is In the Name of the King 3, which we will get into, In the Name of the King 1, and Far Cry.
Okay.
So, as our movie rankings go, sitting at number 1 is Far Cry.
Yes.
And at number 2 is House of the Dead.
Yes.
And then we've got 2 tied for third place, Postal and In the Name of the King 2, or In the Name of the King 1, which
Ben, you know which one should be, which one the tiebreaker should be. You know. We can flip a coin if you want, but
okay.
You know which one.
And then fourth place goes to Blood Rain, which this actually feels...
Yeah.
Yeah. And Alone in the Dark, sitting like right in the middle.
Yeah.
Which did not expect.
Right. Yeah. Far Cry was just... Neither of us...
I gave it a 93. You gave it a 90.
Yeah. We just weren't ready, man.
No.
Far Cry... Have you rewatched it?
No, I have
It's
not.
still fun.
Is it?
It's... Dude. Far Cry's solid.
And it's not grotesque.
Right.
Because like his first...
There's one shot of grotesqueness.
Because like his
I
first...
guess two.
Well, like grotesqueness in the sense of like their lines.
Oh, sure.
Like dialogue.
Yeah.
Like that was the first half of the Ooh of Bowl was just, I'm going to say obscene shit.
Yeah.
And then the second half has been, Ooh of Bowl, you're doing a good job. You're doing on the Aldrich meter, you're doing an okay to good job.
Yeah.
And if you could find a writer, buddy, you could make some really good movies.
Yeah, I know. I came into this like just knowing he was the worst director of all time. And I don't think that's true. I think he's pretty good. If he just put the pencil down, because I know you're writing the fucking Dark Knight sequel right now, motherfucker. Put it down.
I know. Because his whole thing on like his podcast is that he can make cheap movies, and the way that streaming is, it makes the streamers a lot of money. So like that's like his justification of like making like quick turnaround movies. And
anyway.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. I just really wasn't ready for Far Cry, man. I'm just looking at the list.
I'm really happy that you gave this movie a 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Dolph Lundgren.
I know.
He's just...
Oh, and he's got like a hairless chest.
I know. After this movie, man,
Do
man.
you want to stop this podcast and watch Rocky 3?
I don't know if I'm ready for that.
I must break you.
Oh. I'm having a little bit of bi panic right now.
All right, Jordan, if you don't have anything to add,
Mm-hmm. My mouth went dry.
well, you should have it wet. Well, thank you everyone for listening to the Ooh of Bowl podcast, where we watch all video game based movies directed by the one, the only, coming from behind, game winning drive. Ooh, bow. Remember to subscribe to all of our social media. All the links are in the description. Remember to game on, laugh on. Catch you at the respawn. One more left.
Play Final Fantasy VII Remake and play Dungeon Siege 2. Okay.